Benin Traditional Council don chook mouth for land grabbing matter for the state. This story dey come to you from the studio of TMC TV and radio. My name na Omoaluke Ajakaye. Benin Traditional Council don do one press brief with Tori people on Wednesday for the palace of the Oba of Benin to chook mouth for the matter wey happen for Ukiri community for Ikpebauka local government of Edo State. You go remember say on Monday, members of Ulegu community carry waka go government house to do protest for the demolition of their houses and the arrest of the Enoge and Ohen of Ulegu community.
We are pleading to Obaseki to come and intervene. We are in a serious problem. What happened is, since 1976, we have been in this case. We got the judgment from Oba Palace. The man refused to leave our land. Then we now went to Oba Palace. Then Oba said we should go and restrain him in the court. First judgment, second judgment, third judgment, fourth judgment from the government. 2019 on the 19th of September, there was a final judgment. They now ask us to take over our land and ask Ogukudi to leave the place. We have never seen a place or a community where you have two Enoje. It's forbidden in Benin Kingdom. How can an Enoje from Ukiri come and give land to another person in another person's land? Is that possible? No. Suddenly, without notification, we saw caterpillar destroying things, houses roofed.
Please, I'm begging the government should come to my aid. They beg to come to my head. I could not tell my son what happened now. I don't even know how to tell him. Because we've already finished building the house. We are about to pass in.
It was on Friday. I was in the church when I was called upon during ministration that my house at Ulegu community had been destroyed. I cannot imagine the kind of trauma that's brought upon me as a young man. Immediately, that was around about 10 p.m. at night. I called on my wife, but at that time, there is no way we would have been able to go to that site. We called on every person that we could, but all to no avail. The following morning on Saturday, I went there as early as 5 a.m. On getting to the site, only God knows how I got myself, because all I know was that I was not myself. When I woke up, it was water all over my body that I saw. And I asked the question, is this a dream? Or this is the house that I have used all that I have gotten in life to build? The only answer I could get from anybody around me was the same feeling I was having. Because every person that was around me was also in tears and in pain. At that moment, I saw an old man who fainted and fell on the ground. Myself, who was in pain, was also joining other person to rescue life. This man said he has been building the house for over 10 to 15 years.
When the chief of staff to Edo State government call the protesters, make them maintain peace and can't drop letter for government to take follow-up with their actions happily.
First things first, I want to apologize for everything that has happened in your community, because as a government, it's our duty to protect you. So we have heard all your complaints. We are very happy that despite all your pains, you have decided not to resort to self-help. You have decided not to take the laws into your hands. Yes, so because it will quantify everything that you have gone through in the last couple of days. It is capable, like one of the speakers said, to have made you to run haywire and do a lot of damage since. So I must commend all of you for conducting yourself orderly and coming to the authorities to report all your grudges. I want the secretary, where's the secretary of the community? You would come with the letter and all your documents to my office and submit everything officially so that I can take them to His Excellency. And I want to assure you, please keep on going about your normal activity. I know it's difficult, the pains are so much. Things are so difficult now. And I want to plead with you, this is a government that cares about its citizens. I want to assure you that we are looking for the matter as soon as possible.
Chief Henry Osato Bazoaye, when be the highway organizer of Benin Kingdom, when talk on behalf of Benin Traditional Council, talk say land grabbing matter for Benin City don't too much, and some community youths and community leaders now they make this kind of bad thing they happen.
This public announcement is made to clarify the issue surrounding the recent incident at Okiri village in Ikoba, Oha local government area of Edo State. The practice of land grabbing in Benin City and environs has reached alarming proportions. Individuals and corporate owners of vacant land in Benin City and environs often see their property encroached upon and sold off by the unscrupulous community youths. This land grabbing is sometimes even condoned by the community leaders. The land grabbers sell their people's land knowing fully well their action is illegal. Worse still, the purchasers are also often aware they are purchasing other people's land illegally. The land grabbers and the illegal purchasers argue that once a structure is hurriedly erected on the illegally acquired property, the Palace of the Oba of Benin forbids such property to be brought down. For this reason, the practice of grabbing and developing other people's property has reached such unacceptable dimension. This practice must stop.
For the land grabbing matter wey happen for Okiri community, the community leader Enogie of Ulegun come attack Okiri community and their land. The Enogie and the community youths come still sell other people land for Okiri community, and part of the land wey they sell belong to the palace of the Oba of Benin. The council come still talk about the land grabbing matter wey shele for Okiri community between the community and Christ Embassy Church.
In Okiri village, the case of land grabbing was taken to unprecedented heights. The community leader, the Enogie of Ulegun, physically attacked the neighboring community of Okiri and annexed their lands. The Enogie of Ulegun and his community youths then proceeded to sell off land of other people and corporate bodies located in Okiri, including land that is known to belong to the palace. Just like in many other land grabbing cases, both buyers and sellers were fully aware of the illegality of their action. The palace is inundated with cases of land grabbing by victims who come to the palace to seek redress. In many cases, people's farmlands are invaded and sold off to willing accomplices. In a current case, some youths in Ogege community destroyed the perimeter fence of church land belonging to Christ Embassy and proceeded to sell off the plots of land. The palace has strongly condemned this action towards Christ Embassy and supports the lawful ownership of the land by Christ Embassy.
The palace wey describe land grabbing as domestic terrorism come still commend government for all the ogbonge things wey they do to stop land grabbing for the state, and come tell them make dem put more fire to make sure say land grabbing for Edo State stop patapata.
The palace wishes to commend and encourage the state government to do more in arresting this unsavory behavior of grabbing other people's land and leaving the victims with no form of compensation or respite. Finally, it should be noted that several parcels of land belonging to the palace have been taken over by land grabbers. The recent incident at Okiri happened because of the impunity of the Enogie and use of Ulegun and the illegal buyers who typically built up structures hurriedly to avoid the law. The palace condemns this practice of grabbing other people's land in Benin, as this is against our culture. The palace regards land grabbing at the rate which it is going as akin to domestic terrorism and kidnapping. The only difference is they are kidnapping and terrorizing the lawful owners, which can lead to communal crisis and breach of the peace. This system of land grabbing is reconstructed form of the outlawed Community Development Association, CDA, notorious activities which will not be condoned.
This story na from the studio of TMC TV and Radio. My name na Omo Aluke Ajakaye. No forget say your vote na be your power, not say your PVC give any politician.